things off with the moon, aka ashy Earth. The last time humans set foot on it was 1972, but now we might finally be getting a sequel.
NASA going back to the moon for the first time in 5 decades, launching the most powerful rocket in the world into space, kicking off its high-stakes Artemis 1 mission. This is a test flight with test dummies. But if this succeeds, astronauts could do the same in 2 years.
And NASA says that this really opens the door to a whole new world of space exploration. The long-term goal here is to set up a base on the moon where people can actually live.
Yes, unlike crypto, we are actually going to the moon. And before you haters start saying, oh, do we really need to go back to the moon? Yes, we do. Of course we do. Buzz Aldrin left his keys up there. The dude's been locked out of his house for 53 years. And you know, I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny if when we got back up there, we find out that the original astronauts did a bunch of crazy shit that they didn't tell us about? Like the new astronauts step out and there's a bunch of moon babies that look like Neil Armstrong. You know, it's just like, Daddy, you're finally back from your trip to get cigarettes. It's like, wait, why are you still babies? Now, as much as I love space travel, and I really do, my one issue with NASA is, why do they keep using Greek names, huh? This program is Artemis. The old one was Apollo. Why doesn't NASA update things, you know? Name rockets after today's mythical heroes. Everyone, we're sending Artemis to the moon. Boring. Everyone, we're sending John Wick to the moon. Oh, yeah! Shit's about to go down. Pew, 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 pew. Now, if we had more time, we could talk about whether humans should be going anywhere in the universe, given the fact that we can't even get COVID under control down here. Because if we're not careful, we might turn into the conquistadors of the solar system, right? Just be like, is there life on Mars? There was. But we don't have time to talk about life forms in space because there are some new life forms coming to Congress.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi just said that she will not seek a leadership position in the new Congress. Her announcement comes after Republicans won control of the House of Representatives in the midterm elections.
With great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress.
Yes, that's right. It is a new era in Congress. Nancy Pelosi is stepping down, and Republicans have officially won control of the House. And this time they did it without shitting on the floor. That's growth. That is growth. And you know, Kevin McCarthy might be happy right now, you know, that he could replace Nancy Pelosi next year as Speaker of the House. But remember, half of his caucus believe in Jewish space lasers that stole the election using Venezuelan mind control. So good luck to him controlling them. Yeah, he's going to be trying to get more tax cuts for corporations. Meanwhile, they'll be like, boo! We want to subpoena Hunter Biden's penis! Bring it here! Put that penis under oath! And you know, Republicans are finally going to learn that being in charge brings its own sets of promises, you know? You've got to deliver. You know, you have to deliver on your campaign promises. That's a challenge. And what was the #1 issue that they campaigned on? Joe Biden. And now that they won, voters will be expecting them to Joe Biden. They have to do it. They have to go through the steps. They said it, not me. Yeah, they're gonna have to pass a bill to ask him out. They're gonna have to agree, you know, on the restaurant to take him out to. And then when they take him home, they're gonna have to listen to his stories before he lets them smash. They're gonna see the people. Did I ever tell you about the time I was hitting about the pool, man? It was a great time as a nigga. Yeah, good luck keeping a heart on through that, Republicans. Now, if we had more time, we could talk more about all the news coming out of America's politics. For instance, we could talk about the Senate moving closer to protecting gay marriage, finally. Or we could talk about Karen Bass becoming LA's first female mayor. Or we could talk about whether the next Speaker of the House will be able to beat Nancy Pelosi's high score on the stock market. But we don't have the time for that. Because there's one man who, God forbid, might be joining these people in the Capitol. And boy, is he going to be bringing the greatest hits.
I was watching this movie called Fright Night, Freak Night, or some type of night, but it was about vampires. But I'm going to tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I want to be a werewolf. So I'm watching my TV. These kids watching their TV. The guy jumped in front of him with this holy water, threw it on the vampire's forehead. He covered his eye. Then he took his hand away. He started laughing. Don't work. He took the cross, he put it on the vampire's forehead. And the vampire didn't even do anything. He said, that don't work. And that's the way it is in our life. It doesn't work unless you got faith. You got to have faith in this country. You got to have faith in the elected officials. And right now, that's the reason I'm here.
Step aside, Gettysburg Address. America has the new greatest speech of all time. Because you tell me the last time you heard a speech about vampires, werewolves, faith, politics, and garlic, huh? And I don't know if Herschel Walker should be a U.S. Senator, but he should definitely be elected as America's official movie reviewer. Did you hear that? I want to watch that movie. I don't even know what it was. He should do this for every movie. Y'all seen The Little Mermaid? This woman was a fish, but then her boyfriend threw a fork in the ocean. And because of an octopus, she lost her voice. And we need a new voice in Washington. And now that Little Mermaid is black.